the Superbook Show. Today, we're going to look at another odd piece of history. Jesus and the centurion. Centurion. In my head, that sounded a little more dramatic. So Jesus is in Capernaum minding his own business when suddenly a centurion charges up to him. What's a centurion, you may ask? A leader in the Roman army. A guy in charge of about 80 men or so. A muckety-muck guy. A guy in power. So the first thing we need to understand about this guy is that he wasn't Jewish. He was Gentile, which means he wasn't Jewish, which I already said. Back to the story. So this non-Jewish guy storms up to Jesus, a very Jewish guy. And Jesus is all like, can I help you? Yo, Lord, I need your help. See, my servant here got a bad case of the being so sick he's nearly dead. Now, I need you, should you choose, to heal him for me. Okay, so this was odd on a number of fronts. First, that was a bad accent. Next, this guy wasn't Jewish. He was a Gentile. And Jews and Gentiles did not mix. So this powerful guy from the other side is asking Jesus for help. Oh, wait. The Bible doesn't say ask. It says please. This guy was desperate. Jesus says, so you want me to come to your house? And the centurion is instantly like, nah, forget about that. I know who you are and I know the score. I'm not good enough to have you in my home. He was acknowledging that he wasn't worthy of the honor to have Jesus come to his home. Now, I know from being in the army, see, I'm in charge of all these guys and I says jump, they jump. I says, give me 50. Boom. They're on the ground. You got more power than I do. So all you have to do is say the word and bada boom, bada bing, my servant is healed. Yeah. Jesus was surprised by this guy. I mean, who wouldn't be? People in that day and age knew about healing, but long distance healing? This guy had faith so much so that Jesus didn't even need to see his servant to heal him. Jesus said, assuredly, I say to you, I have not found such great faith, not even in Israel. Yeah, that sounds more like Jesus, doesn't it? Can you guess what happened next? Just like the centurion asked, Jesus said the word and his servant was healed. Woo! Yeah. Okay, I want to shift a little here to something that Paul writes in his letter to Timothy. He says, endure suffering along with me as a good soldier of Christ Jesus. When I think of a soldier of Christ, the first thing that comes to mind is this Gentile centurion. What's a good soldier, you may ask? Bravery, willingness to stand up for what is right, no matter the cost, even if it makes you look bad, like a Gentile asking a rabbi for help. Discipline. The Roman army was the most disciplined in the world. The centurion knew his men were so disciplined, he didn't even need to think about it when he gave an order. It will be done. Respect. The centurion called Jesus Lord, a sign of respect. He put himself lower than Jesus, acknowledging that Jesus was a more worthy man. Selflessness. Putting others first, sacrificing yourself for them. Like this officer, it must have been hard for a man in power to plead with Jesus. And he did it for his servant. Integrity. Good soldiers are men and women who are honest, who are ethical, who have good values, people of good character, and full of faith. The centurion had faith so much so that he knew it would only take a word from Jesus. We're called to the values of a soldier of Christ: bravery, discipline, respect, selflessness, integrity, and full of faith. Now, I don't know about you, but I got some work to do. His word is forever alive. I hope you enjoyed today's look at the centurion and the values of a good soldier. That makes me think. Maybe you know someone who is part of the military or once served. That is a job that requires bravery, discipline, respect, selflessness, and integrity. If you do know someone who once served the nation in that way, then be sure to thank them and always be praying for them. See you next time. Woo! Woo!
Okay.
So the first thing that he done is woo! Bad case of the...
I thought it was the rapture. I was like, I better not be left behind.